Hello everyone and welcome to All About Blockchain Operation. This is Nai Kim from TMI Broadcasting. A blockchain is a new kind of database that has become the trendy solution for storing digital information more safely. The International Data Corporation recently forecast that companies and governments will spend $2 billion on blockchains in 2018, more than double what was spent last year. But if you ask even the people who work with blockchains to define the technology, you are likely to get an uncertain reaction. Indeed, the first blockchain was the database on which every Bitcoin transaction was stored. Since Bitcoin began in 2009, the blockchain has come to keep 160 gigabytes worth of data, about every time a Bitcoin is sent between two internet wallets. In the original document describing Bitcoins, the virtual currency's new database was not referred to as a blockchain, but it got the name over time because all of the transactions coming onto the network were grouped into blocks of data and then chained together using sophisticated math. That makes it hard to go back and rewrite or monkey with the other records. Academics have pointed out that this design exists before Bitcoin, but Bitcoin brought it to the world. Most databases used to keep financial records are maintained by a central institution. With Bitcoin's blockchain database, the account book is kept and updated at the same time by all the computers that are hooked into Bitcoin network. The maintained nature of Bitcoin blockchain has brought it comparisons with Wikipedia, which rely on a broad network of contributors rather than one person. The shared nature of Bitcoin blockchain was useful for the virtual currency because the creator of Bitcoin, known as Satoshi Nakamoto, wanted to create a currency with no central authority involved. Because the records are kept at the same time, no one computer or institution takes responsibility. If anyone's computer is hacked or knocked, the other computers can work without it. After the Bitcoin blockchain had operated for a number of years, successfully saving every Bitcoin transaction and surviving numerous attacks from hackers, many programmers and entrepreneurs wondered if the process of the Bitcoin blockchain might be replicated to create other kinds of secure documents, unrelated to Bitcoin. Most of the early efforts to imitate the Bitcoin blockchain were done by programmers looking to create virtual currencies with slightly different characteristics from Bitcoin, and they needed their one database to store all the transactions over time. Some of these new virtual currencies added on important new features that updated the blockchain concept so that it could handle more kinds of information. More recently, many companies and governments have been interested in using blockchains to store data that has nothing to do with virtual currency transactions or transactions of any sort. While banks are building blockchains that can track payments between accounts, governments are experimenting with using blockchains to store property records. When a database is maintained by a single person, if the authority gets compromised by a hacker or even by natural disaster, the people relying on the database can lose access to all their data. With a blockchain, all the people relying on the database can keep and update their one copy of the data. Apart from this security, a lot of data is kept in a way that requires all the players to separately keep track of the records themselves. Banks, for instance, keep track of every transaction they do with other banks, even though the other banks are also keeping track of the same records. It costs a lot to make sure everyone's records are the same. Blockchains can potentially provide a more efficient way to do this so that everyone is always on the same page. When blockchains don't have a virtual currency, they have to find a different system to get everyone to agree on new additions to the account books. These mechanisms are called consensus algorithms, and they are among the most contentious pieces of blockchain design. With most larger virtual currencies, they can join in and see and help maintain the records. These are called public blockchains. This system has made many big players looking at the technology uncomfortable. Consequently, most corporations and governments have worked with so-called private blockchains, which only approved computers can see and join. Virtual currencies have shown that blockchains can work at some level, but they also have weakness. Because all the computers on the network have to record every transaction, there are limits to how much data blockchains have been able to record. There are many efforts to fix this, but none have been proven to work. Many critics of blockchain design have said that inefficiencies in keeping data are likely to make blockchains unattractive. However, there is no doubt that blockchain will be a major technology of the future. I will continue to share all the news about blockchain. That's the end of today's reporting. Thank you for watching today and see you next time.